Katie Piper, 38, candidly discussed her life in the limelight during a conversation with Lorraine Kelly on her podcast What If? The former Strictly Come Dancing star explained that some clumsy fans approach her saying things that frighten her children. She said, "I think, the stuff that I need to get better at understanding, and I'm trying to sort of educate myself, and I definitely said the wrong things to people before, or edited stuff and deleted it and thought, maybe that's not right. Sometimes, even now, people can be inappropriate and intrusive to me. It very rarely comes from a nasty place, it probably comes from a clumsy, sort of, desperate to do the right thing." Katie went on, "And maybe it's a mixture now for me, like, if I think about people who I work with, the charity who aren't in the public eye, a lot of the reactions they get because they look different. And I think mine is a dual thing of like, she looks a bit different, oh, I've seen you on Loose Women. So it could be one of the other, but I think the thing I find hard is when I'm out with my children and people get a bit overwhelmed and they start saying stuff to me that frightens my kids." However, Katie stressed that people who recognize her on the street are not trying to be nasty with their inappropriate comments. She explained that other survivors unintentionally use inappropriate language when speaking to her in an attempt to relate to her experience. Katie said, "And again, it's not on purpose, I think they just think, oh, that's someone I know, and they'll come up and use inappropriate language, they'll say things like, I was raped too. And it's really hard. And I know they just haven't thought because it's the biggest thing, it happened to them, they know it happened to me and they just had that moment of relating. So that can be hard to navigate, but it was my choice to go public with everything that happened to me." In 2008, Katie was a victim of an acid attack that led to her being put into an induced coma for 12 days. Don't miss, the horrific attack caused damage to her face and blindness in one of her eyes, which still requires medical attention. At the end of last year, Katie announced on Instagram that she had to have emergency surgery on her esophagus. In an update for her 1 million followers, Katie explained why she was rushed to A&E. She wrote, "So, last night I choked on some food which led to spasms in my esophagus, which meant it closed up, meaning I couldn't swallow even my own saliva and ended up in A&E for an emergency procedure on my esophagus, not the way to start a week. I've got a long history of treatment with my esophagus, I've got 3 strictures of tight scar tissue from what happened previously, and this is something I've been aware of but hasn't happened in years. But, out of surgery and it went very well and I just ate ice cream which felt heavenly." The Loose Women star went on to thank the incredible NHS doctors and nurses before sharing another video from her hospital bed. She added, "It feels so good to be able to drink liquids, oh my god. The NHS are just amazing, amazing nurses and doctors, everybody."